Welcome back, everybody. A warm welcome and a very good afternoon to you. We are back at Grand Champions Polo Club Field number 3 for our fourth and very important match here of the Top Pony 12 Gold 2026. Two teams already, as you can see, out on the field. We have Juice coming from bracket B. They're in the dark shirts. And then we have ERP Rocky Mountain in the white shirts. The two umpires this afternoon are, of course, Pepe Arajo and Santos Anca, about to get that first ball thrown into play. Quick rundown of who's who. Let's start with ERP Rocky Mountain, because we do have a young lady playing there at the number 1 position. That's Megan Berry. She's in at 0 goals. At number 2, Vinny Sangaline, the 1 goal. And then at number 3, slight change from the last way they lined up. We had Sugar Erskine this time playing at number 3 and Tommy Collingwood playing at number 4. That team totaling a handicap of plus 12. And then Juice with Enrique, we call him Enrique Bueno, at the number 1 position. At number 2, Santos Bellini. At number 3, we have, or we should have, Santi Tocolino. At number 4, Justin Daniels. But I think they might have changed that around. I shall tell you exactly. Yeah, it looks to me like Santi Tocolino is playing the number 4. And that, of course, is no mistake. So, slight correction here. Santi Tocolino playing number 4. Justin Daniels playing the number 3. And we believe that was picked up by Santos Bellini. So, that team coming in of 10 goals handicap. So, they've been given a 2-goal advantage from... That's what you said.
Sorry. I'm looking at
Yep, so that's correct. So Santos Bellini picking up the first goal plus the 2 makes it 3. Remember, on handicap, there are 10 versus 12 goal. And we are playing 6 chuckers. Therefore, correct to have 2 goals on handicap given. Back to the halfway line. Big swing there. And unfortunately, a miss by Mr. Collingwood. Yes, that indeed is Mr. Daniels in his signature red helmet. And nice little correction there by Santos Bellini. Well, he's got a lot of work cut out from Mr. Collingwood. Bellini will, I'm sure, make mincemeat out of this one, or maybe not. Maybe just a little bit overzealous there, just putting that one wide. Very unlucky. But a nice pass from Daniels to Bellini, and that really should have been goal number 2 for Team Juice. But picking up an early goal here, remember they're down by 2 goals on handicap, is definitely a good indicator of the strategy. because once Megan Berry, Vinnie Sangaline, Tommy Collingwood and Sugar Erskine get going, it's going to not be a walk in the park, shall we say. Daniels with another perfect pass into that danger zone. They're going to have to take it around in front of that goal mouth. A lot of room now here on the side of the boards. And let's see how ERP can fare here. Nice little ball played up, looking for Sangaline. Good pick up here by Bueno. Now, what's he going to do? Plays it into the open space. Well done, Ricky. And clever play here by the young Argentine. Couldn't control it. In comes Vinny. Picking up that broken play. He takes it to the boards. What's he going to do now? Stops and turns. Still Vinny. First man to come and challenge him would be Santi Toccolino. And that, of course, is the highest rated player on the field with 7 goals. And he's done enough. And here we go. The rotation working. Daniels. Not 100% this pass. But working very hard to try and regain possession. And on the halfway line, it is ERP. And Tommy Collingwood looking to play this one up to Sugar Erskine. But he's got Bueno with him. And Bueno could not really have afforded to miss that one, because that will be an easy picking there for Sugar Erskine. Goal number 1 for ERP and Rocky Mountain. And now remember, of course, you can watch the action on your handheld devices. Just go to YouTube and then Chukka TV, CTV Sports, where all the angles, the eye in the sky, and of course the 2 end zone cameras, and of course our centre cam will bring you all the action. And delighted to say that the IRO today is Dale Schwetz. He was in the studio breaking down all the plays, should there be any discrepancies from our 2 mounted officials. So a very good afternoon. If you're not here with us, Grand Champions Polo Club Field 3, but watching it on CTV Sports. And as we were saying this morning, we have a triple header. We had a cracking game of 6-goal, the Madeleine Bourgeois, earlier this morning, 10:30. And we're going to finish off the day with the WCT finals. That'll be coming on your screens this afternoon, 5 o'clock. Again, of course, Grand Champions Polo Club Field number 1. You don't want to miss that. 2 10-goal ladies already confirmed who are going to be playing. So make sure you don't miss the WCT finals this afternoon, 5 o'clock on CTV Sports. And if you have the time to come down here, we'd love to have you here at Grand Champions Polo Club. Watch the action live from the stadium. So, quick courtesy change, 3:43 on the clock. Everybody coming back out on fresh ponies. And both teams so far having scored. Santos Bellini 1 and Sugar Erskine 1. So that 2-goal advantage still very much in place here for Team Juice, who are leading by 3-1. So here we go then. Everybody lines up on the halfway line. Pepe Araja will throw that ball into play, and it's going to be picked up straight away by Mr. Collingwood. And let's see if he can mobilise his attackers. Sangaline looks like he might go for the under the next shot. Here it comes. Well, he went for it, had a slight deflection, and it's very quickly picked up now by Toccolino. So Santi just deciding a moment or two to see where and who he can play it to. We know he's a very, very big hitter. There it comes over the halfway line, and that's a perfect ball. Had not Sugar Erskine been in the way there of Bueno. Plays it out to the boards. In comes Collingwood. Daniels needs to and does so. Leave a bit of space. Nice ball back to Sugar. Now Sugar might be keeping his eye on Vinny, because he'd made his way through. And now Megan runs into a little bit of traffic there. Bueno did enough to regain possession. Nice long ball once again from Toccolino. Daniels unable to pick it up. The near side forehand stroke nicely taken. Still Toccolino leaves it now for Bellini. Bellini with a monster shot. What a cracking goal. What a super goal here. Goal number 2 by Santos Bellini. Played that just right. Again, his positioning play, very good. Got himself into that danger zone position to then make a very nice little lofted shot over all the heads and picks up his second goal. That makes it 4-1. A little over 2 minutes on the clock here as they line up for the next throw-in. Erskine. Everybody wanting a piece of it. And Erskine there, cleverly done, leaves it behind. Pass coming across now from Tocolino to play it to Daniels. And Daniels, well, why not indeed? Sends one straight back, or straight down the field, down to the south end. Remember, this field running from north to south. Just slightly overcooked it. And that means ERP will once again have possession. Next knock-in coming. Here we go. Oh, monster shot. Now, this could have Megan Berry's name written all over it. Megan's going to go on the attack. Nicely done. Erskine will try and send it back further up to the north end of the field. Still Erskine. Daniel's coming in. Drags it all out to the right-hand side. Here comes the under-the-neck shot. Oh, that would have been a perfect pass to Megan Berry. Just she was a little bit, maybe a couple of yards too far out to make connection with that ball. But a nice little play by Sugar. Well, I do apologise for that. We had a little technical issue there. Does happen. The battery's just running a bit low. So, right at the end of that chukker, 4-1. We're going to stop with a whistle. We will, of course, continue when we return. Stay with us here. Chukker number 2 coming up here on CTV Sports of the Top Pony 12 Goal 2026. So, welcome back. As I said, apologise, had a slight little technical issue there, very quickly fixed. And right at the end of that chukker, we had a whistle, which brought the first chukker to a close. 4-1. 2 scored by Santos Bellini, plus 2 on handicap makes 4. 1 by Sugar Erskine, so 4-1, as I say. And we had a right-of-way infringement right at the very end, so an open goal penalty 3. It'll be taken by Tommy Collingwood to possibly pick up goal number 2 here for ERP. Oh, and he's put it wide. It was a 2. It was a penalty 2. I apologise. Looked like a 3 from here, but Director of Operations, Juan Bellini, very helpful there, telling me it was a penalty 2. So as very often, it's the short ones which could be a lot more difficult to get in, whereas the long ones those 60-yard penalties, and even from the halfway line, sometimes seem to be going in a lot easier. And that would have been an important goal here for ERP Rocky Mountain here at the beginning of Chukka number 2. Here we go then, ball's back in play. And that looks like Mr. Bellini to me, trying to control and keep possession. Erskine there appealing. Bellini still in possession. Now then he's going to have to play that one across the field, looking for his number 1, Enrique Bueno. Bueno gets taken out of the equation. Straight away, Collingwood back in. And Collingwood just taking a moment to allow his attacking players to get back in situ. Too far there for Daniels to do anything with. Here it comes. Tommy Collingwood. He's got Sugar at the front door, but he's working that ball and he's working it very well. Daniels now jumping onto him. Decides to cut in, do a little miniature lap of honour to try and shake off Daniels. Now Sugar tucks in behind and he just got away with it.
How is that not a foul?
Well, that did look a little bit controversial to me as well, but the umpires have decided to continue play. And once again, Bellini, Erskine with a big miss. And now Santi Toccolino. The 2 number 4s there, Collingwood. Toccolino battling it out. In comes Daniels. Nicely done. Now then he can shoot from there, I'm sure. Oh, he does. And he tries to correct himself. Yeah, did not get the angle. Unlucky there. Very unlucky. That really should have been a goal by Mr. Daniels. So that means, of course, a knock-in coming. But has to be said, a very clean game. Now then, over on the far side, let's see if Megan Berry can get onto this beautiful pony she's riding. Slightly topped the ball. Daniels was there as well to lend a helping hand. Once again, Mr. Erskine here, the man from South Africa, with some very nicely played near side forehands. Now he tries to keep the ball in play, but he had the pressure of Daniels. Good little run there by Stewart, a.k.a. Sugar Erskine. And that, of course, means possession and knock-in coming once again for Team Juice. Let's have a look at the clock. Still plenty of time before that courtesy change could be applied. Looking for Santos. It's a little bit short. The long ball coming now from Toccolino. Daniels and Bueno making their way into the half now of ERP Rocky Mountain. Yeah, and right over on the far side there. Again, that quick line change wouldn't have been unintentional. There was 2 white players there from ERP trying to challenge that ball. So let's see where Anka and Araja decide to place it. Ball placement will be very important. I think it was beyond the 20 yards of that halfway line. So penalty 4 will be the consequence of this little unfortunate right-of-way infraction. So big opportunity now once again for Juice to pick up goal number 3, which then would make it 5-1. A job, I'm sure, for the 7-goaler Santi Toccolino, even though we've seen Santos Bellini stepping up to take a lot of those penalties. But it will be Santiago Toccolino to try and convert a penalty forward. It's definitely high, it's in the sky, and it's gone through. Not much anybody could have done there. Very calmly taken. So Santi picks up his first from the line, penalty 4, and that makes it 5-1. And I'm pretty sure the next whistle we'll hear will be to let the players know that if they wish so, they can do now have a courtesy change. There it is. So we will have a very, very short break. Stay with us. Players should be back within a matter of seconds. Chance to remind you one more time that this afternoon, 5 o'clock, field number 1, Grand Champions Polo Club, the finals of the WCT, the ladies polo. So make sure you join us for that. But we still have plenty of polo coming up here in the Top Pony 12 Goal 2026. We'll be right back. .335 on the clock still to play here in Chukker number 2. 5 goals to 1. Remember that 2 goals given on handicap to Juice. Now, at the moment, Juice are 0-1. They lost their opening game to Alegria in overtime. Fred Mannix there scoring the golden goal. 9 goals to 8 was the final score. And ERP Rocky Mountain also losing to Kwaiton Z 8 goals to 9. So very similar scores there. So they're both 0-1, which would explain why we're seeing a very offensively minded game here this afternoon. Both teams, of course, chasing their first win in this Top Pony 12 goal 2026. Ball went out of bounds, and the ERP Rocky Mountain will have a knock-in coming. Everything going via Mr. Collingwood. And up to the front door. Who's going to get to it first? Well, nicely indicated there by Sugar to allow Megan to take that ball. She got a piece of it, but gives it back to Enrique Bueno. Little mistake. Daniel's there playing the very important role of defender. Perfectly played here to Bellini. Now Santos needs to try, see if he can somehow get around the outside of Collingwood. That would be ideal. He's got Santi behind. Still Tocolino. Decides to take it back towards the halfway line. Wanted to create a little bit more space. And now the shot up to the front, looking for Bueno. And he lets it go past him because he saw that Bellini was in a much better position. Nice little backhand from Erskine. Controlled play here by the South African. And that's a very nice ball. Sugar on the near side. Nice pace here. Bueno with him. And is that going to go through the uprights? Well, would not have been an easy shot by any means, but he went for it. Ball goes out of play. A minute and a half remain here in Chukker number 2. But nice to see how they both open up, let the ponies run. And Sugar Erskine, of course, a master on the near side. Very composed in his follow-through. Knock-in coming. And once again, Juice on the move. Bueno. Big swing. Left behind. Vinny. And Vinny Sangaline, yeah, takes his time. Well played, Vinny. What a nice pass for Megan. Berry now needs to get herself perfectly lined up. Gets pushed out of the equation. Maybe she had her horse on the wrong foot. That's very important that you get your pony on the right foot. But a great pass. Coming up to the horn any moment now. We're about 5 seconds out.
Horn.
And there it is. And that will bring us to the end of Chukker number 2. So, just that 1 goal from the line for Santi Tocolino, making it 5 goals to 1. ERP have a bit of work to do. Let's see what they do when they come back. Chukker number 3 will be coming up in just a few moments. Stay with us here. CTV Sports, Top Pony 12 Gold 2026. start. There it is. It started. We're going to continue play where that last chucker ended. And that's a very, very pretty little ball, but just going wide for ERP Rocky Mountain. Tommy Collingwood trying to send that one a little bit close into the danger zone. So at the moment, Juice very much in control here, despite the 2-goal handicap they were given. Very much playing their game, trying to disrupt the flow of ERP. And that seems to be working quite nicely thus far. Bellini, little under the neck shot. Looking for and finding Santi Toccolino. And look at that, Enrique Buena going up. There's the pass for said Enrique. Bueno needs to just control it. Bueno in front of goal. Surely he won't make a mistake there. Oh, and he's just put it wide. Just not enough power to put that one through. I'm sure he'll be kicking himself. That should have been another goal here. And the first one for Bueno. Not so Bueno today. Here we go. Out to the left-hand side. Erskine. He'll be looking for Vinny, who's read it well. Ball not quite perfect. Play. Daniels, nice little backhand. He's found Santos, but he had a man on. Bellini needs to allow the space. There's the drive. Daniels wants to get a piece of it before he gets through to Erskine. He's done well. A bit of a sword fight going on. Once again, left behind. Jews have possession. Erskine there a little bit in the wrong place at the wrong time as Toccolino tried to do something with it, i.e. turn it. Now you might be looking at Mr. Daniels. Yeah, that's what I thought he would. Plays it out towards the boards. The pickup will be on the near side. No, he's going to leave it. Santos a little bit too slow. Bit of coaching coming here from the sidelines as Erskine goes for the under the neck drive. He got a piece of it, but will it get through to him? I was going to say it to Vinny Sangaline. Not quite able. Very, very steep angle. Really wasn't much that he could have done there, but he read it well. So, 5-minute mark broken, just under 5 minutes. But you can feel that ERP are getting stronger and stronger. That rhythm starting to flow. The team starting to gel and connect very well. Toccolino. Out to Daniels. Daniels, good pick up on the near side. Does the old switcheroo. Gives it back to Bellini. Bellini not able to control it. We have a broken play, but Toccolino was very quick to stop his pony, get back on that line. And now the drive into that danger zone. Bueno was there, as was Daniels, but so was Erskine. Oh, well played, Justin. Now then, has he done enough to allow Santos to put this one through? I think you'll find he has. Well played indeed. Santos Bellini picking up his third goal of the match, and that makes it 6-1. With 3:54, they've been running quite some time. We might have an earlier or slightly earlier courtesy change. I think that's what's going to happen. There's the whistle. So players are going to go and get some fresh ponies. Stay with us. We'll be back within the next minute. Very quickly, the players not wasting any time. We're already halfway through chukker number 3. And as I said, despite the 2-goal handicap given to Juice, they very much have a bit of ground to make up on after losing, as I said, to Allegri in overtime. So at the moment, it looks like, on paper at least, the slightly weaker team are very much in control here. Toccolino on the halfway line. Sends that one straight down the middle, looking for Borlini. A little bit short-lived there as Collingwood sends Vinny Sangaline over on the far side on his way. Erskine will probably, that's what he does, tuck in behind. He needs to get past Daniels. Look at that rotation. Very nicely done now. Then Sugar, will he have to play this on the near side? No, he's going to try and get a piece of it. Let that one just run out of bounds. A little unlucky there for the South African. And, of course, Juan Bellini, for whose mother we're playing the Madeleine Bourgeot Memorial, one of the first lady players in Argentina. Very special tournament here at Grand Champions Polo Club. And that final, as the final of this 12, got to remember, on Saturday, day after tomorrow, March 28th. Bueno, not able to pick that ball up. Bellini will turn quickly. Erskine, a little bit quicker on the turn. Surrounded there by 2 Juice players. Sangaline might go up for the pass. No mistake now in front of goal. Well done, Bellini. And back to Toccolino. Coming up to the 2-minute mark. Oh, nicely done now, Daniels. Immediately has a defender on his hip. Daniels shoots. And that ball has got eyes, as my dear friend Dell would say, indeed. So well done, Justin Daniels. Picks up goal number 7 for Juice with a minute and a half remaining. So there'll be plenty of talking going on, I'm sure, and reevaluating the strategy by ERP. It's not going to plan at the moment. And Daniels very clinical there and very composed in that finish. Ball's back in play. Maybe ERP might win the throw-in. Well, they did, or at least it looked like they did. But that was short-lived. And, unfortunately there for Ricky Bueno, cutting across that right-of-way. Little unlucky. They set a trap. You walked right into it. So a hit from the spot in favour of ERP. And that'll be a job for Mr. Collingwood. Just wanted to get that ball a little bit more teed up. Very nice ball out to Megan. Megan, now what's she going to do? Is she going to go for the direct shot under the neck? Yes, she is. Well done, Megan. Tries to work it a little bit further. Oh, that went in. That went in. And, it was Mr. Vinny Sangaline. He finds himself in the perfect position. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half. So a very nice goal there and a much-needed goal by Vinny Sangaline brings them back to 2-7. I'm sure there'll be still plenty to discuss. Chance for you to maybe top up your iced tea or your coffee and then join us in just a few moments for the second half. Still 3 more chukkers coming up. Top Pony 12 goal 2026. Well, welcome back. Warm welcome, good afternoon. Grand Champions Polo Club. We're at field number 3. We've just played 3 chukkers of the 4th match of the Top Pony 12 Gold 2026. Remember, go to YouTube, CTV Sports, Chukka TV, and you can watch the action on your handheld devices. We have Santos Anka and Pepe Araja as our 2 mounted officials. 3rd man, Gaston Dorignac, and of course, in the studio, the one and only Dale Schwetz as the IRO, the instant replay official. And it has to be said, so far, both of these teams playing a very clean and a very enjoyable game to watch. But ERP have a little bit of catching up to do. On paper, they are the stronger team, coming in on 12 goals, whereas Juice, coming in off 10 goals, were given 2 goals advantage. But if you were to take away those 2 from the 7 that they've got at the moment, they would still be leading by 5 goals to 2. So a very nice cushion there that they've created for themselves in that first half. Let's see how ERP Rocky Mountain may have changed their strategy, because clearly that strategy in the first half did not pay any dividends. Well, they've won the throw-in, and Vinny Sangaline, who picked up a cracking goal at the end of that last chukker, now responsible here for sending Mr. Erskine on his way. He's got Daniels, Justin right behind him, lets him override. Clever play here by the South African, and that is a very important goal for ERP. Sugar Erskine's second, but in total now 3 goals to 7. So this is hopefully a sign of things to come here in the change in strategy, the game plan for ERP and Rocky Mountain. 6:44 on the clock as they all come back to the halfway line for our next throw-in. And let's see if they can win this one as well and take this ball obviously down to the south end of the field. No, it's going to be the other way around, and that's what we saw a lot of in the first half. It'll be Santos Bellini. Goes for the direct shot. Daniels just there to make sure in case he could put his stick down. A little unlucky, just wide there by Bellini. I'm not sure whether he was trying to send that ball over to Daniels or whether Daniels was just backing up the way he did. Knock in coming, so at least ERP have possession. And it's that first ball, that first pass that needs to work, and it's worked well this time. Erskine didn't get a clean contact. Gets a second chance. Vinny, I think that's who he was playing it to. Well, if Vinny isn't there, then there's always Mr. Collingwood. But look how quick Juice respond. Bellini. He's got a bouncing ball, but he needs to get past Erskine, and he takes the man first, just like they teach you in the pony school, or in the polo school. We call it Pony Club in England. Back to the number 4. Back to Collingwood. Very nice drive. Straight into the run now of Megan Berry. She opens her shoulders. Good touch. Sangaline coming in, and Sangaline will pick up that play. Still Vinny. Takes a long distance shot. That ball's going. And what a cracking goal here by Vinny Sangaline. But he got the assist there from Megan. So well done, Megan. And well played, Sangaline, working that ball, and then decides to just go for the long distance shot. Gets it. And look at this. 2 goals in succession here by ERP. So clearly that halftime break is bearing fruits already. It was 7 goals to 2 just a couple of minutes ago, and now it's 7 goals to 4. And if he took away the 2 goals of the handicap now, it'd be 5 goals to 4. So clearly that team talk by Tommy and Sugar and Vinny and Megan bearing fruits, as I say. 4:22, and one of the very few whistles that we've heard so far. A little bit of right of way there once again. It's going to be dropped just adjacent to that halfway line. And it's going to be in favour of ERP. And a job, of course, for Mr. Collingwood. And he, I'm sure, will be thinking, let's get this ball as far into that, or to as close as we can to that goal mouth. Here comes the drive. That's a good 120 yards easy. Sangaline, a little deflection. Can he keep it in play? It goes out of bounds. And it came off the pony there of Santi Toccolino. So no safety 60. And he is awarded if it comes off the player, not off the pony. So Deuce have it. And this could be a pass for Bueno. Bouncing ball, tried to correct himself. Sangaline sends it back. But it'll be Santos Bellini looking to maybe feed that one for Daniels. He's in the right place once again, trying to just steer that one in on the near side. A little unlucky. And Santos Bellini. Oh, that definitely was a Remington, a very close shave. Just going out of bounds on that near side post. And that will bring us to the next courtesy change. So 3:21 on the clock. And at the moment, ERP Rocky Mountain in control here of Chukka number 4. 2-0, but they still have a few more goals to score. Stay with us. We'll be right back for the remaining 3:21 here in Chukka number 4. And we're back. 3:21, as I say, left to play here in Chukka number 4. And that half-time break, as I said, has clearly made an impact, has changed this game. Deuce now needing to be a little bit more attentive because ERP Rocky Mountain not only winning the throw-ins, but also now coming to completion when it comes to scoring that goal. That last play went out of bounds. So a slight little change there. And all of a sudden, we have a totally different game. Nice long ball here, looking for either Vinny Sangaline. He's got Megan Berry right behind. Sangaline with a miss. New line created. Berry was on the ball, but it'll be Toccolino to turn things around. We have a 2-on-1 situation. I'd be well advised to work that ball. Sangaline coming back now. Will challenge the 7-goaler, still Santi Toccolino. Very well played. Stolen. Yeah, there was plenty of room there. And well done by Collingwood. Daniel sends it back. Return to sender. Sangaline stops and turns. Toccolino didn't have to do much. Might he go for the direct shot? Well, I think he wanted to play that over to Santos. Rolled his wrist ever so slightly. Did not get a clean contact on that play. And all of a sudden, ERP are once again in possession. Very nicely done here by Erskine. Berry overrides. Little touch there by Toccolino. Sends it out to the boards. Remember that ricochet will mean a quick line change, but he was on it. Sangaline needs to get out of the way. He does so. And Toccolino now will take on Vinny Sangaline. Pushes the man out of the way. Still Toccolino. Well played, Vinny Sangaline. Just a little touch, but there was a whistle. There was a whistle on that play. Might have just come across a little bit too much. Did look a little bit awkward. Let's see what the umpires made of that one. But well played, Vinny Sangaline. Not only are picking up 2 fantastic goals, but working very hard. But the umpires have decided an open goal penalty too, and that, of course, is no mistake for the man with the number 4 on the shirt, Santi Toccolino, picking up goal number 8 for Juice, and that makes it 8 goals to 4. Just when we thought that ERP Rocky Mountain was starting to get a grip on this game. Little unfortunate, and of course an unnecessary foul to be given away so close in front of your own goal mouth. And away we go. Ball's back in play. Now then, let's see if they can make something happen here. They've won the throw-in. And that looks like a very solid run. A bit of a bouncing ball. Needs to be composed. Que golazo. Cracking goal. Mr. Collingwood working it very well. And Mr. Collingwood now also picking up his first goal of the match. So everybody for ERP now having scored. We're down to the last few seconds. I wonder whether they're going to have enough time to get to the halfway line before that first horn goes. I don't think so.
He's already leaving.
Yeah, players already leaving. So that'll bring us to the end of Chukker number 4. So what was 7 goals to 2 is now 5 goals to 8. The comeback campaign has started. Let's see how ERP Rocky Mountain will play the next 2 Chukkers. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this very short break. Welcome back, Jubal Chukkers. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be very interesting to say the least. ERP Rocky Mountain after that halftime break coming back a lot stronger, a lot more focused. Got a little bit unlucky when they gave away a penalty in front of goal just a few moments ago. But winning a lot more throw-ins now, and also these little one-on-one battles. Initially pushing Juice back into their own half. But Santos Bellini, he's got other ideas. He'll be looking for Enrique Bueno. There it is. Enrique opens up that pony. He has definitely got the lesser angle. He'll get a push or a ride off there by Erskine. And he plays a very strong near-side backhand. Collingwood. And Vinny Sangaline, I'm not going to waste any time. They need to try and convert every opportunity now. Then can he outrun Daniels? Daniels will shut him down on the boards. Good play there by Justin. But that's what team play is all about, to support each other.
Vinny is totally appealing that.
And here we go. Erskine looks over his shoulder again. Trying to place a very nice ball. He does. And look at this. Collingwood. And that was only based on that very nice pass from Erskine. Unfortunately, not able to do more with it. And away we go with Toccolino. A lot of space here. And no one really to play it to. He's going to run this one himself, I'm pretty sure. Erskine overrides. Yeah, takes Enrique Bueno with him. And Santi Toccolino picks up goal number 3. And in total, goal number 9 for Team Juice. Very nicely done. Well, those sort of big gaps there in the defence, that's what they need to shut up. They need to shut down on, because you saw the amount of space that Santi Toccolino had to literally just take that ball for a little walk, and nobody really in any imminent danger of losing that ball. Now, this could be the very quick response here, and that's what they need to do to keep the momentum going. Nice control, slightly played it over to the left. Can he keep it in play? Collingwood, a little unlucky. And again, those are the kind of opportunities that they really need to start converting here. Winning the throw-in is hard enough, but when you get a chance and a shot on goal, you need to really be clinical. Juice have it, knock-in coming. Over on the far side. Nicely turned. Still Tommy. Everybody now being moved and mobilised up to the front door. That's a great little pass. If you can pick it up on the near side, Sangaline. Could this be goal number 3? Oh, unlucky. But again, well played, Vinny. For me, one of the strongest players out there this afternoon. Getting involved in every situation and also reading the play very well. But again, if you think about this is the next knock-in coming in from Juice. On the turn, Collingwood. There it is, the big drive. Looking for, well, somebody, anyone in a white shirt. Slightly played it over to the left. Toccolino will clear it. We'll try and shake off Erskine. Nice little drive. Collingwood, Daniels. Oh, little deflection. And away we go with Bueno. Didn't make the contact. And that whistle will take us to our next courtesy change. So 5 goals to 9. 1 goal scored so far for Juice, and that coming off Santi Toccolino. We'll be back in under a minute. Stay with us. CTV Sports. And we're back. Once again, a warm welcome and good afternoon. We are nearly at the end of our second match of the day, the top 12 goal. We got things going this morning with the 6th goal, the Madeleine Bourdieu Memorial. And remember, our triple header will conclude this afternoon with the ladies, the WCT, taking place at 5 o'clock. But now let's go back. We have 3:20 on the clock here. And Mr. Tommy Collingwood will drill that one. all the way up to the front door. Sangaline. Oh, a little bit unlucky there. We'll send it back. Unlucky Vinny Sangaline, and also Megan Berry was up there as well. And that would have been a great way to start the second half here of Chukka number 5, but it wasn't to be. And this could have Mr. Daniels' name written all over it, and or Ricky Bueno. But once again, Collingwood sends that one up to the front. Megan, surely Megan can pick this one up. Needs to be a little bit quicker. Santi Toccolino will waste no time. Little mistake. And that is a nice little pickup by Sugar Erskine. Did it go through? Well, it has now. So Sugar Erskine picking up his third goal of the match. And I'm loving the fact that ELP are not giving up, fighting as much as they can. They've reduced the deficit of what was 5 goals to just 3, 2:10 on the clock, 6 goals to 9, or 9 goals to 6, depending, of course, who you're supporting. Juice at the moment still in a very comfortable position. But just remember, take away those 2 goals and it would be 8 goals, 7 to 6. Yeah. And of course, if you count all the misses, then we would have a different ball game. Daniels would like to see him get a little bit more involved. Very talented young player. 2 goals. And it's back to Erskine, and that's a nice long drive. Now then, Erskine, it's down to the horsepower. Picked up again by Toccolino. Checks his pony, has space to turn, and also the time to look who he wants to play it to. Very nice call. Now then, Bueno. Oh, good first touch from Ricky Bueno. Looks over his shoulder. Let's see if he can put this one through. He's had a couple of big shots, and this will not be left untouched. You'll be happy with that. Enrique Bueno, remember the first Chukka, or maybe the second, he had a similar situation and just put it wide. So well done. This very much is Enrique Super Bueno. And that puts his team into double figures, 10 goals to 6. Let's hope they get a chance to line up and get another throw in before the end of the Chukka. Well, the ball's in play, but you might have heard the horn. Let's see if Collingwood can pick up one more goal that they could do very well with. Erskine overruns. And there he is, the shot on goal, slightly sent to the left and cleared. Now that really should have been a goal. And on the inside backhand shot is going to drop. Now, did he beat the buzzer beater or not? Well, I'm hearing that he didn't, so that will bring us to the end of the Chukka, everybody. So, Juice in double figures, picking up 2 goals. And, it is a goal. We've just been told it. That's what they were saying. So, I stand corrected. The goal does stand. And that was Sugar Erskine, if I'm not mistaken. So, Sugar Erskine picking up a very important goal. And as I said, that brings us to the end of Chukka number 5. And the score now, 10 goals to 7. I think we're in for a treat. Make sure you stay with us here. One more Chukka coming up, top only 12 goal. Yeah, the umpire said
They overruled.
gotta be there for So, 6 chucker action, Juice in double figures, thanks to a goal from Enrique Bueno and Santi Tocolino, both scoring in that last chucker. 2 coming from Sugar Erskine. We had verification that last goal does stand. So 10 goals to 7 is how they left the field at the end of 5 chuckers played. Now let's see if ERP Rocky Mountain can do what you might think is impossible, but crazy things have happened in a game of polo. They need to get possession first. They've got it. Collingwood over on the far side. And Sugar Erskine needs to get around the outside of Santi Tocolino. That's a big ball. But he's just slightly ahead now. Then they should have come up. Vinny Sangalan would have been the nearest second player there in a white shirt to support Sugar. And Juice, of course, very much aware of the fact that they're up by 3 goals. Will try and work the clock in their favour as much as they can. Nice little challenge and a win by stealing that ball from Erskine. Erskine takes a shot and picks up goal number 4. Wow. So all of a sudden, a 2-goal game, 6:30 on the clock. Plenty of time. And I'm sure that will be very motivating for the entire ERP Rocky Mountain team. But well played, Sugar Erskine. And if we go back to that halftime break, when it was 7 goals to 2 in favour of Juice, chucker number 4 wasn't great. 3 goals to 1 in favour of Rocky Mountain, and that's what they needed. And now the finish to bring them within 1 goal. A little bit unlucky there. Will he get a second chance? Looks like he might on this grey mare, and that will go through. Well played. Tommy Collingwood now also picking up his second goal. And that makes it 9 goals to 10. Now, if you were to take away those 2 goals that we'd be talking about from Team Juice based on handicap, ERP would be in the lead now by 9 goals to 8. So they're getting there. They're getting the job done. And they still have a little under 5.5 to pick up the equaliser. Ball is back in play. Once again, Tommy Collingwood will try and shake Enrique Bueno. Collingwood, in comes Daniels. Left behind. And with the number 2, Santos Bellini. Gets it up to the halfway line. Still Santos. Bellini, well done. He's got Daniels. There he is, right behind him. Sends it back up to Santos. And now Daniels. Still Daniels. The finishing touch here. Just couldn't get past Sugar. Well done, Erskine. 4.5 on the clock. Daniels doing everything he can to keep the ball in play. Yeah, and you'll get done for turning on that ball. New line, of course, created once that ball hit the sideboards. Let's see what the umpires make of that. A little unlucky. But quickly taken from the spot. Well, they've got to keep a close eye on the time. Sangaline, good first touch. Tries to centre it. Daniels, literally on the halfway line. Still Justin. Sangaline did enough to allow Sugar to pick this one up. Erskine plays it out towards the boards. Collingwood, but Daniels was there. Oh, nicely done. Very nicely done. Slight little deflection. That's a little unlucky as Santos read it well. Again, the 2 number 4s, Tocolino, Collingwood battling it out. And that's a nice ball. That's a pretty pass here from Tocolino all the way over to Santos Bellini. Wow. Wow, what a goal. Tocolino with Santos. Yeah, just stand corrected. We weren't quite sure. Santos Bellini, with very little goal to shoot at, found that gap. And with that whistle, our last courtesy change. And that puts Juice just one shy of a baker's dozen. We'll be back within the next 45 seconds, 2 minutes. Stay with us. 3:01 on the clock. Right then, 3:01 on the clock. But Juice still in a comfortable position, as I say, one away from a dozen. And this is not looking good for ERP because Sandy Toccolino will not waste any time to take this one and drive that one straight down and makes it a dozen now. Goal number 4 for the 7-goaler. 2:40 on the clock. 2 goals apiece here in chucker number 6, but overall 12 goals to 9. And to me, looking at my score sheet, a lot of the damage was done, especially in the first 2 chuckers. Let's see if they can win this and also finish on a high. Bellini overruns, left behind. Santi, nobody coming in to challenge him. Sends that one across. Looking for Enrique Bueno. Well done, Enrique. Working that ball closer and closer. Just running out of field once again. 1:40. And ERP have to get this ball all the way across the field. Nice ball. Berry. No, it'll be Vinny. Sangaline. Dragging or taking Bueno with him. Vinny gets a bit of support there from Berry. But it's Vinny Sangaline. Oh, nicely done. And the finishing touch is what eluded him there. That would have been a cracking goal by Sangaline. Last minute has already begun. And I'm sure Juice will be looking at that scoreboard. Daniels, his job will be just to clear that ball, get it as far away from his own goal mouth as possible. And they might even steal another cheeky goal here. Enrique Bueno. Slightly topped there by Toccolino. And there's the horn. Megan will probably get the last run of this match. Berry leaves it for Erskine. He might go for the big hit. No, sends it back up to Megan. Still Erskine. Just to get that double figures on the scoreboard. And Megan with a huge opportunity just to put it through. Very, very unlucky. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will bring us to the end of what really has been a thrilling game of polo. Final score then, 12 goals to 9. So, Juice with an 0-1 coming into this game. Get their first win. A great comeback, especially in the second half from ERP Rocky Mountain. So a work in progress, but it's going in the right direction. I think this is a team with a huge potential. That's it from us for the moment. It's just coming up to 2:20. We will look forward to seeing you back on CTV Sports when we come to you live from Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 1 for the finals of the WCT. That'll be this afternoon, 5 o'clock local time. Until then, enjoy your afternoon and tune in CTV Sports at 5. See you then.